Hey, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to is it day 8 now or day 7? What's today's date? Talk to me, somebody. Are we on 8 or 7? Because the way the year is running, only God knows where we are going. No. Okay, today is day 7. All right. Day 7 of the 30 days digital boot camp, and we thank God for the success we have recorded so far. As I promised us yesterday, in the first part of today's class, we're going to see how to professionally prompt ChatGPT to get a powerful book written in few minutes. All right. So I have a client in my niche that really wants me to write a book for him. Don't forget, my niche is Christian business education. So my customers are most likely going to be pastors. One pastor slide into my DM and say he wants to write a book. I said, wow, so how much are you going to pay me? He said, man of God, how much do you charge? I said, I charge 250,000 naira for writing your book, formatting it, and designing just a front cover with a 3D. So all I do for you is I prompt ChatGPT write that book. I didn't tell him I'll prompt ChatGPT. I told him I'll write the book for him. I will design the front cover. I will turn it to 3D, and I'll format that book into professional standard and hand it over to him. My money is complete, 250,000. So he bargained and bargained because he's my friend. He bargained and bargained and bargained, and we reached an agreement. So he made a deposit of the payment, and why not? Here we are. So I'm going to use this session to do his book so that you see what we're talking about. So let me share my slide quickly. I'm going to share with you my ChatGPT. We call it the secret weapon of a digitalpreneur. Now, in your very front, while we're doing this training, I got a client already. I got somebody I want to write a book for. So why are you waiting? You need to get your own client too. Mbambu Samuel, go to your provincial pastor, tell him you can package a book for him. Give him price, an affordable price. You can start with a 50,000. You can start with 100,000, depend on what you want to start with. Now, before you can begin to get clients who will pay you 500,000, 1 million to do project for them, it may not be immediately. You want to start from the known to the unknown, all right? Mariam Saluddin, right now and right here, while you are in this training, before this 30 days is over, you can get a client. You can say, I can do your magazine for you. I can do your book for you. You can even start with free service. Go to your pastors, Mbambu Samuel. Tell him you want to write a book for him as a test. The first one is a test. So you will wait for him on Sunday to preach. The sermon he preached that Sunday, you're going to pick the topic, write some points, take it to ChatGPT, use that sermon to turn to a book, design the cover, give him the complete book. On Monday, say, Pastor, your book is ready. Now, you need to pay so amount so I can open a seller account for you. And then I publish the book for you, but I wrote the book for you for free. You will get your pastor pay you money immediately. Don't think people will look for you just by posting your complimentary card on Facebook or posting your complimentary card on LinkedIn or other places. No, you are the one to take the initiative. That's the difference. Things like this we won't tell you in a webinar. But in a coaching program like this, we're showing you how we win, how we get our clients. Now, listen, I went to a school on Monday to do physical training for their teacher. It's one nearby school. The teachers were not more than 10. I took my projector there and I did free training for them. I even dashed them free data. But you see, I'm setting them up to collect money bigger than the data I gave and the training. So I told the proprietress, I say, as big as this your school is, you don't have a magazine? No. It's not supposed to be like that. Your school should be the first to have a magazine. I can start with an e-magazine. Guess what? We are bargaining price already, and it's not small money. So all the data I did free giveaway to all her teachers and did big boy there, I'm going to get the profit times 10, if not times 20. This is how we roll. There are schools all around you, sir. Go to that nursery school, go to that primary school, tell them you can do a training for their teacher. You can show their teachers how to use Chatgpt to do what did they call this thing? Teacherpreneur. Lesson plan, Abi note, lesson note. Both the lesson note and the lesson plan. Tell them that they should stop doing biro and paper lesson plan. They should be doing e-lesson plan. They should have a collective office online where teachers submit to make the thing easy. Because it is that lesson plan that is spoiling work. When a teacher spends time writing and writing and writing, is exhausted, that the world has gone digital, that you want to teach them e-learning. Then you train the teacher, show them how to do their lesson plan at ease. They submit online as PDF. Their director or supervisor supervise it and approve. Then they use it. Some of them can come to class, tell the school to upgrade to a projector, use a projector to begin to do some teachings in class, teaching aids, teach them how to do diagrams for children. Like you saw at the webinar where Coach Joseph Sule was saying, you need to learn graphic design skill so that you can have what we call instructional materials. You can improvise. So all these things, any school you approach and tell you can upgrade their skill, you can upgrade their educational or teaching and learning process, they will welcome you. After all, you are doing it for free. Then when you train, you tell them you have a club of your own. You are the CEO of True Rise Digitals, and your club is 5,000 naira monthly to train and continue to learn. You will get customers. Out of those people, those teachers, some of them were in our webinar a few minutes ago. Some of them were there. And one of them is the one asking she want to register. That Mary Chuku or something. That's how you win. That's how you get this thing happen. If you understand this, please give me a 1 on the chat. Beautiful. So I want people to be proactive, take steps. Set up your club membership site on WhatsApp right now. Don't wait for anybody. Don't wait for 30 days to be over. While we are still training you and showing you what to do, start making money. Tell me, somebody just paid me 5,000 to join my club. Wow, and we'll celebrate you in this class. Tell me, I just got a client and the client paid me so amount to write a book for him or her. Wow. I just got a client, he said I should do e-magazine for him or her, and we'll celebrate you. That's how I want to, these are the things we want to hear, that as you are learning practically, you are implementing, you are putting into practice, and things are happening. So let's start the class right now. In this first session, we are going to be writing a book. The title of the book, according to the man of God, some clients will come to you, they already have their topic in mind or the title in mind. Here is his title: The Culture of the Wise, Building Habits that Preserve Wealth, Wisdom, and Destiny. Now, he didn't have this payoff line. I am the one who suggested the payoff line for him. I suggested the payoff line because he doesn't know the power of payoff line. What is a payoff line? A payoff line is the subtitle of your book. The subtitle of your book. Don't write a book without subtitle as a digitalpreneur. And this is the reason. If you write a book like The Culture of the Wise, imagine you get into a bookshop and you see a very beautiful looking book and they just told you The Culture of the Wise. Well, what is that? You will just go past the book because it doesn't make any sense to you. You don't even know what is it about. But with this payoff line, building habits that preserve wealth, wisdom, and destiny. Now you know that the culture of this wise is to help you build habits that preserve wealth, wisdom, and destiny. You will go for the book. So always develop a subtitle that describes the title of your book. Sometimes people buy your book not because of the title, they buy it because of the description or the subtitle of your book. Please, one more time, if you understand what I mean, give me two. Very important. For those who say my book is not selling, is because you don't have a subtitle that is catchy enough. You don't have something to describe that book to them. Yes, never write a book without a subtitle because subtitle can be turned into appealing P lines. Yeah, correct, with Joseph Sully. So now I want to tell ChatGPT what to do. Hello, ChatGPT. Here is a book I want to write for a pastor with the name. Let me fetch his name. He gave me a name to use for his project. Let me get his name. Give me a second to fetch the actual name he gave me. He says his name is Apostle Dr. Omowonya. Let me fetch it. Now, let me share back the ChatGPT. Why do I need his name? I need his name because he gave a specification that he wants quotes to be in between the book. He wants it like a motivational book. And on each quote, I want ChatGPT to attach his name so that all through the book, we stamp the authority of his name as the author on the book. So I say with the name Apostle Dr. Let me put a bracket to the doctor. Apostle Dr. Onoweya Jude Gladson. I need this book to be motivational in nature with a touch of powerful, inspirational quotes. Let it be with few Bible references where necessary, as it is a gospel-related book. I want each chapter to be very elaborate, lengthy, without ambiguity. Abi, what is that word? Meaning it should not be too cumbersome. Let me turn it to cumbersome. Without being cumbersome. Avoid too much subheadings, as I don't want it to look like a conventional textbook. It is a gospel novel aimed at teaching wisdom. So let it be sweet to read and very educative and godly. Now give me introduction to this book and ensure that there is a quote immediately after a chapter title, and let the name of the author be written by each quote. Now, this is a simple, very long prompt. The reason I gave this long prompt and ensure there is proper description of how I want the book to be is so that I don't struggle when I start writing. Now, look at what happened. And I always teach that start with introduction first so that you will see the idea of the book you want to write. You want to see ChatGPT write the introduction for you. If it doesn't meet the standard of what you want, you prompt afresh. Don't go and start and reach halfway, then you say, no, this is not how I want it. No, that's not professional. I always start my book by asking ChatGPT to give me introduction. So, he said introduction, the culture of the wise is not merely a book, it is a call to alignment, a gentle but firm invitation into a way of life governed by divine understanding. In a generation where speed is celebrated above substance, noise above knowledge, and appearance above character, wisdom has quietly become rare. Yet scripture reminds us that the wise shall inherit glory. You see, he's now adding verses. So now he started suggesting model for chapter opening as requested. Chapter 1, the difference wisdom makes. And then he said, you see, you want to do me over Sabi? I will say no. Then I'll copy the introduction alone. I will copy the introduction alone and I'll take it to a Microsoft Word document, plain document, a new document. Let me share my Microsoft Word plain document. Please follow me gradually. We want to go step by step, no rushing. Coach Joseph Sule, if you can help me send DM to few of our people who are not here. Those who are not here, please let them know we are live in class. Let them know we are live. Okay, the document is ready, so I'm going to share it now. Now, this is my document. All I need to do is to paste that introduction. The introduction that was written, I'm going to paste it here. Okay. Now it is pasted. We go back to ChatGPT where we are working, and we tell ChatGPT to now give us the table of content. Please follow the process. Follow this method. There's a reason for it. Now, give me a 14-chapter table of content for this title. First, I want to watch the title is given for each chapter. The call to wisdom in a noisy generation. Understanding wisdom as a way of life. The fear of the Lord where wisdom begins. The mindset of the wise. The language of wisdom. You see, chapter 5 and almost understanding wisdom as a way of life, they are almost similar. So chapter 6, wisdom is relationship and association. Chapter 7, the discipline that preserves wealth. Chapter 8, time, seasons, and the wisdom of patience. Chapter 9, decision making and the weight of consequences. Chapter 10, wisdom in leadership and responsibility. Chapter 11, handling success without losing God. I like that. Chapter 12, learning from correction. So now, from the lookout of things, I love what I see because it covers the 3 major keywords in his title. The title is The Culture of the Wise. So more like the book is on wisdom. So the first thing I will do is to copy this table of content completely. I'll copy it and paste in my document. And the reason for this is that as you continue to write, Chatgpt gets tired, especially if the book is large. Chatgpt gets what? Chatgpt gets tired and hallucinates. When that happens, if you don't have your table of contents written elsewhere, you lose touch with what you started. You can't go back to it. You can't find it anymore. You will not have the originality of that book anymore. So you want to keep that table of content. Anytime Chatgpt hallucinate like that, you just say new chat and paste exactly the table of content again and continue from where you stop. Please, if you understand what I mean, give me a 3. Don't forget to copy your table of content and preserve it so that when Chatgpt mess up, you will be able to replace the content back. Thank you. And then it will help you continue. There will be continuity with the originality of the book. So with this now, I will now say,
sorry,
yes.
Before we move further,
Yes.
I want to ask a question. Are you the one that choose?
Let me teach you. Hold on. Let me teach you something. If you are in a digital class and you want to ask a question, use your raised hand to raise your hand.
All right, sir.
Try it. Let me see. Try to raise a hand. Check down your Zoom. You will see one sign that looks like this. It's called raise hand. So press it. Let me see.
I'm raising hand already.
Good. So once I see that hand raised, I will determine when to ask you to speak, not interrupt the process when I'm ongoing. So go ahead and ask your question.
Sorry, sir.
No, it's okay.
The question,
I'm teaching you our habit and tradition. Yes.
That's nice, sir. Are you the one that choose the number of table of content?
Yes,
Because you say 14.
I'm the one that chose the number of table of content I want. If I wanted to give me 30 chapters, I am the one to tell ChatGPT that this book, I want it 30 chapters.
No, what I mean is for the owner.
Go ahead.
Is it the owner? There is somebody who owns the book that give you the contract. Will tell you how many chapters, or are you the one developing? You will tell you the number of chapters.
Okay, now I understand your second question. Very good question. You see, I have asked the author, how large do you want the book to be? At most, if your book is 6 by 9, how many pages do you want? Then he said he wants the book to be around 150 pages. You understand?
Yes,
so
sir.
By that, I want a 14 chapter so that each chapter of the book can take maybe, I can break it down, 150 divided by 14. You understand? So each chapter should cover almost 10 pages.
Okay.
Each chapter should cover, so I am the one who determined the number of chapters based on the quotation he gave.
Okay.
Remember, you are the service provider. If the person knows what to do, he won't come to you.
Yes,
so some of them come, they don't even know anything. They just want you to help them achieve that thing. So you are the one to tell them, okay, if I do a big book, it will cost you plenty money to print. Or if I do a small book, it will be cheap for you to print. So you give them options. When the person say, yes, I want a big book anyway, yes, then you can tell ChatGPT to give you 25 chapter table of content because you want it to be a big book. Did I answer your question?
Sir. Very well, sir.
Very well. So you can lower your hand now. Lower the hand. Let me see. Okay, good. Aha, now you are becoming a digitalpreneur. Any other person have a question before I proceed? Any question? Okay, let's continue. Now we are here. I want to give it a prompt. I'll say following the instruction I gave earlier about how I want this book. Now write chapter 1 in that same order. I want to see if you remember my prompt. It remember. How do I know? Immediately after the title, Chatgpt gave a quote. He said, in every generation, noise increases faster than wisdom. Only those who learn to listen beyond the noise will preserve their destiny. I love that. Then in between, there are no quotes because I did not tell it that it should write quotes in between the chapter. So I'm going to wait for it to finish writing. Okay, so I will say, very good, Chatgpt. Do you know what next to do? I just want to interact with Chatgpt. It will say, yes, Bishop, I know exactly what comes next. Following your original instruction in natural correct, next step is write chapter 2. Now that it has responded, I will say, but I need you to rewrite chapter 1. This time, ensure there are also quotes in between the chapters, as well as Bible references where necessary. Please let it be very elaborate, extensive, educative, sweet to read, and inspirational stroke motivational in nature. Now rewrite chapter 1. Don't just accept anything Chatgpt give you. Chatgpt is an AI tool. It's a tool in your hand. Like Coach Oluwapomile will always say to us that tools are what? Is Coach Ajisafe there? He said tools are made for us, Abi.
Tools
Abi, how
are
is
made
that?
for us and not us for tools.
Yeah, so you are the one controlling the tool. So you are to direct the tool on how to go, what to do. So now I'm saying rewrite. Then I will watch it again. I will watch it again. I want to see what is writing. You see? Now there are quotes in between. Noise may attract attention, but wisdom sustains direction. I love that quote. Wisdom teaches you when to move, when to wait. Destiny collapses when timing is ignored. I love that. And you can see in each quote, the name of the author is written according to the way I wrote it. ChatGPT will give you exactly how you put it. So you don't want to spell your name wrongly, don't want to write it wrongly. If not, you're going to go through all the document and start correcting spelling. Make sure you have precision for what you are doing and see how lengthy what the chapter is. See how lengthy it is, because that's the prompt I gave it. That's the difference between what I will write and what an ordinary rookie will write. It cannot be the same. So I'm going to copy my chapter 1 up to this point. and just go to that document. I may not show you the document. Let me first finish, then I will show you the document. I just paste it on my Microsoft Word like I showed us earlier. Then the next thing, say now, write chapter 2. At this point, ChatGPT may forget your table of content. So you want to be watching as it's writing. You will go back to your table of content to go and confirm what is my chapter 2. On this place, the chapter 2 is understanding wisdom as a way of life. So I will come back and check. Aha, is following chapter 2 properly. So you want to be checking the one you have in your document and the one ChatGPT is writing. Are they the same? If yes, continue. If no, stop it and correct ChatGPT that that's not the title. Then you paste again and say, follow this title. If you understand what I mean, please give me a 4. If you understand what I mean, give me a 4. That is why students start writing or participants start writing using ChatGPT and they tell you they encounter problem. This is the problem. This is the that. Those are the things they don't take cognizance of. It's very important. Yes, as simple as ChatGPT looks like, there is technicality to what you can get through it. It is not just about prompt, it is about control. It's a tool, so you must learn how to use the tool properly. You observe that as I continue writing, it will get to a point where it will not be writing as many as this again. I will have to remind ChatGPT that, remember, I told you to write for me in a very lengthy manner. So you're going to be watching from my document right here. Chapter 3 is the fear of the Lord, where wisdom begins. So I will go back and say, in the same style and order, write chapter 3. The fear of the Lord, where wisdom begins. So you write, you let it write, you keep following to check, keep following to check, keep following to check. And once I write up to chapter 5, yeah, chapter 3 is this. Let it, just be patient. Don't rush it because you already gave instruction of what you want. And ChatGPT is taking its time to deliver to you exactly the specification you gave. So you copy, you go, and then you paste it. Don't bother about formatting until you are done writing. Come back and say, this time around, I will just say 4. That's to say, write chapter 4. The mindset of the wise. Yes, that's the chapter. Is correct. So you wait for it and keep checking, keep following up, keep checking, keep following up. So Joseph Sule, are you there?
Yes, I am here.
Will you be able to take the book formatting if I pass it on to you?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll gladly pass it on to you.
No problem, sir.
All right. So let me prompt it and get it done. All right. So this is chapter 4. Let's try to do. Now you observe that this chapter 4 is not as lengthy as chapter 3. Did you observe that? If you observe that, please give me a 1. If you observe that my chapter 4 is not as lengthy as the other one, aha. The reason is because I did not tell it that in the same order and in the same manner that it should write. I just said chapter 4, so he will feel, even me, I'm getting tired. Why should he stress himself? So now I will say, please maintain the order like chapter 1 and 2 to write the next chapter. I need it to be very bulky, extensive, and inspirational without losing touch with the quotes, Bible references, and other specifications like I gave. Chatgpt, please confirm you understand what I mean and write chapter 5. With this, even if he's tired, I'm telling it, Ogbeni, Jacob, Awani, yes, Bishop Ibrozan, I clearly and fully understand what you mean. To confirm explicitly, I will maintain the exact narrative order and flow used in chapter 1 and 2. Begin with chapter title, place a strong opening quote. Good, Oriepe now is doing exactly what I say. Chapter 5, now observe that it will become very lengthy like the other ones. This is how to keep track with ChatGPT so that it doesn't stop giving you exactly the vibe that you want and the way you want it. One more time, don't be tired. I want to be sure you are following, because whether you have used ChatGPT before or not, this is what you want to learn. So if you understand what I mean, give me a 2. So don't just think the way we teach it in boot camp, that's how we do it. No, that is why the way if you buy my book, what you meet there is totally different from what we train in the boot camp, that free boot camp. The reason why we can't go deep, there's no time. It's just 1 hour training. But in a coaching program like this, we want to show you the secrets of how to write book as a confirmed author. You come out with something heavy, not one book. No, your book must carry substance, must be loaded. When they read your book, they should know that this is Oga. It's not one book like that. So I want to go back to my table of content and check my chapter 6 is wisdom in relationship and association. That's my chapter 6 from what I recorded. So I want to go back and tell it now in the same manner. Write chapter 6. I want to watch the title, Wisdom in Relationship, correct. So it's following my specification. It's following my specification. So Coach Joseph Sule, start getting ready. I'm going to pass the thing on to you now, because if I say I want to do all the book, time will not be on our side. So I'm going to leave only chapter 6, from chapter 1 to chapter 6. Now, this is where we are. I stopped at chapter 6. Let me copy it properly so that no text is missing. Boom, chapter 6. So I'm going to stop sharing. And I will share where the book is so that you see what I got. This is the book, and boom, chapter 6. Now, I did not determine anything on this. I just pasted them the way I got them exactly, and I'm not going to do anything to it. The only thing I would do is, okay, let me allow Coach Joseph do that. He knows he will delete this table of content and start all over, but I want to save it as so that I can name the book. Let me name it on desktop. Control S is save in Microsoft Word. I want to name the file as, what's the title of the book, Seth? The language abi the language of the wise abi, what did they say? All right, so now I'm going to pass it on to Coach Joseph Sule, who takes us through book formatting in a professional way. Any question before I pass it on?